everybody, this is Sunglass Rob from SportRx, and I'm here with my friend Shane Finn from Ireland. You did 24 marathons in 24 days.
Yes, sir.
And now about to do an ultra run ride across America in 36 days?
Yep, that's the plan.
How many miles a day?
So we're going to be covering about 180 miles per day on the bike for 3 days, and then we're going to be covering about 35 to 40 miles a day running for 3 days, and then that's 6 days, and I do that 6 times. So it's going to be, it's my summer holiday this year.
Yeah, fun holiday you picked for yourself. So Shane obviously knows a lot about running, and I know a lot about eyewear, and this video is to help you kind of decide how to pick the right pair of running eyewear. So I have a lot of thoughts on this topic, and one of the things that actually gets me the most, I see a lot of people not running in sunglasses and doing long runs, short runs, being out under the UV sun and wearing the right clothes and the right shoes and the right hat and drinking the right drink and eating the right food. And then to me, there's nothing really more important than vision, and it's like not getting the right vision. I think the reason why is in running, especially if you have the wrong equipment, it makes an exponential difference. So like if you're wearing the wrong shoes golfing, for sure you're not gonna have as good of a game, but if you're wearing the wrong shoes running, it makes a huge impact. And the same thing with glasses, just because of the intensity of the sport and the impact on your body, the wrong eyewear makes a big difference. And I think what happens is people wear their regular everyday sunglasses on a run or once or twice and have a horrible experience, as you should, because if you wore your dress shoes running, you'd have a horrible experience too, and then they kind of don't wear glasses running.
Sure.
And I think that's a mistake.
Mm-hmm. I think like for me, it's just about being comfortable.
Yeah.
Whether that's your eyewear or your footwear, and it's something I've quickly learned over the last couple of months, I guess, but like you said, just to reiterate your point, I think a lot of people maybe don't know what sunglasses to wear or what eyewear to choose. So I think I think they're definitely going to learn a lot from this video.
So the idea is to give you kind of the right ingredients to get a pair of, what makes a good pair of sunglasses, a good pair of running sunglasses. So I want to start with the frame material. There's like 2 major kind of materials. One is like an acetate material. Well, there's also maybe 3 like metal sunglasses you really don't want to wear running. But in the plastic world, like your everyday Ray-Bans or your really cool dressy Persols or your really fun Oliver Peoples or some kind of like really nice dress sunglasses, those are made out of a material called acetate. And that's really the wrong material to be sweating in, to get hot in. It's not going to stay in place. It's going to self-adjust as it gets hotter and colder. It's not the right way to go. And a lot of times those kinds of glasses also have a glass lens, which makes the glasses really heavy. So then you're wearing these really cool Ray-Ban Wayfarers that you should be wearing hanging out at the beach, but when you're running, they just start sliding. They're too heavy. It just doesn't work. So what you need is a really lightweight frame material, like a nylon or a plastic or a TR90. Oakley calls it O-Matter. There's different kinds of names for it, but basically it's like super, I think those are actually your glasses. Yeah. Super lightweight, really durable. And this kind of material under heat doesn't change, it doesn't adjust. So like acetate glasses you can heat and bend, these you really can't, so it just kind of stays in place. So you really want to get like a sports frame material that's going to make a huge difference right off the bat, like probably the biggest difference right off the bat. The next thing you're going to want to look at is grip. You want to get glasses that at least have rubberized nose grip or rubberized temple, ideally both. If you're not going to get both, I would at least get like a matte finish on a frame so that like a gloss finish is a little bit slipperier. So like put those on. That one's an Oakley, and that actually, Oakley names their rubber material unobtainium. And the hotter you get and the more you sweat, the stickier and tackier it gets. They just don't go anywhere.
They're stuck.
They just stay.
They're
and
stuck
like
there.
The hotter you get, the more they stay. So it's really important. The next thing is fit. You don't want to get a pair of glasses that are too big for you. If you put them on right away and they're sliding a little bit and they don't feel right, then they're not going to feel right 8 miles in. It's not going to get better. So make sure you get the right size, kind of proportion to your head size. I think that's kind of important. And then there's a little bit of a fashion play. Of course, we always want to look good even when we're working out. Some people like to go more of a everyday style frame. This is what's called a 6 base. It doesn't wrap as much as something like this. This is called an 8 base. You can kind of tell the curvature difference.
Yep.
So even though, put those on, even though those don't have as much wrap, they still have a lot of coverage. They have all the rubber in the right place. So you still don't have to get something that really looks like a hardcore endurance piece. but still works really well. Like that's the Oakley Target line, the Nike Fleet or Bandit is a great choice. So there are some choices that don't have to look so sporty, but have all the DNA of a sports material. I think those things in a frame are just going to ultimately, very quickly, make it way more comfortable for running. So lightweight material, the right material, a lot of grip, nothing too tight, that's going to be uncomfortable, nothing too big, they're going to fall off. And then decide if you want something a little more fashion forward or something really, really sporty, which I guess has some fashion applications too. And then the next thing we want to talk about is lenses. So if you had to guess, should you get like a lightweight polycarbonate material or a heavy durable glass lens?
I'd say the lightweight.
I mean, I said it earlier,
For me, lightweight, for sure.
Glass lenses have their place. I love them driving, I love them fishing. They're really hard to scratch. They have great optics, they're durable, but man, are they heavy. And you know, it's just too much. It's too much. I think it's worth giving up the durability of the scratch resistance and get like a sports lens material. And most frames that are going to have all that grip in all the right places, they're going to be polycarbonate or a Trivex or some sort of sports material lens. So just kind of make sure you're not getting, if you're looking for true running glasses, I would not get glass lenses. And then lens color wise too, I prefer a lens that's not as dark or is not like a neutral color. So for example, when you're looking through like a gray lens, why don't you throw that on for me? Everything is going to stay neutral and the same color as the world already is. It's just like a nice, it's just, normally you think of sunglasses, you think of this color like a smoke or a black or a gray lens. But I know you prefer to run in this specifically road tuned lens from Oakley, which has a rose color. And when you put that on, it changes everything. It gives you a little bit of pop, a little contrast. Do you feel like you can read the terrain a little bit better?
Yeah, definitely a little bit better. Especially I find these great on trails. Or you know, if the surface underfoot is a little bit uneven. I find them really, really good.
Or like an unknown route, like you're not sure what's going to happen, or like it's the conditions aren't good. Not everything's paved as good as anywhere else. So if you get a different color than the road, like the ground is gray, if you get a gray lens, everything's still gray. Especially on a gray day. If you go with like a rose or an amber or a brown or that kind of high contrast family lenses, it kind of gives you a little bit of extra boost. You can also wear them in different weather conditions. So if you're going on a really long ride or run or ride and the weather's going to change or you're not sure if it's going to go, if it's an overcast day, you can still get the UV protection and the wind protection, but be able to wear them longer because that contrast kind of pops things up a little bit. And then, are you familiar with polarized lenses?
Kind of.
Getting there. So polarized lenses filter out more glare. For around the water, it's essential. A lot of people love it for their everyday sunglasses. For sport applications, there's some pros and cons. So for sure, you're going to cut out more glare. Polarized lenses usually automatically come out the gate darker. But for road running, I think polarized lenses are just a great option. They're fine. It's going to work nice. For trail running, probably not the best idea if you're doing a lot of trail running. Polarized lenses for some people have a tendency to cut depth perception. So if you're like a real technical section or you're going a lot of uphill, downhill, rock garden stuff, like mountain bikers really don't like polarized lenses usually. So just a thing to think about. I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's something to avoid. I don't think it's something you're gonna have to have either. It's a personal preference. If you have lighter color eyes or you live in a really bright area or you're really only on the road and it's just really glary and bright, polarized is going to be great. If you're more Pacific Northwest or Ireland conditions where the gray can come in a little bit more, just something to think about on that. And then the last thing to talk about is prescription. So at SportRx, we can do a lot of things in prescription. Most of these frames have some way of doing them in prescription with those polycarbonate lenses, with those amazing prism technologies or other color enhancing, contrast enhancing technologies. So what did I miss, man? You're the real runner.
I don't know.
I really ran with that though.
I've just got no pun intended. I just got a huge education on lenses and glasses. So it's good to know. I mean, you know, I would wear different glasses riding my bike than I would running, and now I'm gonna have to get a new pair for running trails. My general rule of thumb with that is if you need a specific type of shoe for the specific activity you're doing, there's a specific sunglass combination that will make you see better or enjoy your sport more. So
if you wear running shoes running, then you should wear running glasses running. So
Sure.
I think the problem is people wearing their everyday sunglasses when they're doing not an everyday thing like an intense sport like running can be. You got to get the proper eyewear. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you're a little bit more educated. If you have any more questions, please leave a comment down in the comments section. We will get back to you, or feel free to email us. We have opticians on staff that know everything about running glasses. It's info@sportrx.com. If this video was helpful, we'd love a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. If they want to follow you on social media on your run, what is that?
The best way to follow, I think, would probably be on Instagram or Facebook, or else the website. So I'm at Shane Finn for everything, and then the website is www.shanefinn.com.
Okay, and we'll have it in the description as well. All right, later.